Hello everybody and welcome back to Maizy Lou Farms, the Zero to Hero challenge. And I got a big challenge right now. It is not to tip over with a monster load I got on my trailer. I hope you all are doing very well and welcome to all my new subscribers. It is amazing that you are here, guys. Don't drive too fast now, Mike. I got wood beams on my trailer, and I do also got my skid steer. I don't know where to sell the wood beams for the best price. Maybe I should check that just to be sure, right? Wood beams. It is the grain elevator. Okay. We're gonna drive up to the grain elevator. That was not what I was hoping for, but the reason why we're gonna sell all this and also our wood over our wood production in our little homemade forest, it is because I need a seeder, I need a roller, and I need all the goodies. Because we got some fields that we need to seed. I think I want grass fields, but I also do want a sorghum field because we also need to have some chickens. I also want to check out the third farm to see how much that will cost, but it is also just around 1 million, so I reckon it will not be today. Before we're gonna sell this load here, I'm gonna show you the load. Because I also, as I told you, got my skid steer on here. And yeah, as you can see in the lower right corner, we got 20,000 liters. So it is a big load. As you can see. Yeah, that is pretty crazy. There's something about it cannot take everything here, I think. But let's see that. Let's see how much it will take. Yeah, that is not much. Okay. So what? Okay, let's put on the straps again. We have to drive down to our sell point. Down here, yeah, you can just lay there, that's okay. Yeah, we have to drive down to the sell point. We have down at the wood. Our little wood area, of course. Yeah, I think we have to do that in the future because this is too dangerous to drive around with, for sure. I just looked in used equipment, you know, and there is nothing in used equipment. That is a little bit odd. I don't think we're gonna do any contracts today though. And if you didn't see the last episode, oh, I don't want to hold back for all those vehicles right there. If you didn't see the last episode, then this is the BGA area that I made a little forest out of. Oh, it looks so badly dangerous, this. I don't want to tip over here, guys. I think when we got the money, we want the skid steer down here because it is the skid steer that is heavy right here. There we go. Look at that. Look at our little forest in here, and we got a lot of wood to sell also over here at our sell point. That is pretty darn amazing. Oh, I want to see when we sell. There we go. I hope we can sell like this. I think we did that the last time as well. Yeah, there we go. Oh, 334,000. Oh yeah. I'll take it. I take it. That is pretty darn amazing. I think I'm gonna let the skid steer be down here at this farm. Yeah, I think we're gonna do that, and then we need to have a tractor with the front loader or something like that up at the other farm. Yeah, probably we're gonna do that, I think. Let's see if we can... Whoopsie, no problem at all. And we're gonna sell the wood here. I'm not gonna show you all this, but I think we got 7 pallets here, and we're gonna get 14,000 per pallet. $15,000 per pallet, so yeah, that's okay. I think it was 7 pallets. Let's just check that before I'm gonna jump cut here. We got... does it say? There we go. We got 3 pallets. It must be in there, so yeah, that's 7 pallets in total. Nice. I'm gonna sell this, and then I will see you in a little second. This is all my new gear. I have spent a lot of money. I have bought the Maizy, I have bought a front loader, and I have forks with tension belts, and then I got a Farmer Mikey yellow seeder, and a roller, and 2 pallets of seeds. Well, I have already used the 2000 liters of seed because I seeded the soybean in one of my fields, and I only got just over 100 liters left, so I've just bought 5,000 liters seed. I have 2,800 liters of seed in the seeder, and then I got 2,400 liters up in the front on my pallet box. So my soybean field took 1 hour and 40 minutes, I think it was, to seed. And that would just be a crop. For now, at least, I will sell. Maybe we're gonna have some kind of a production for that. I don't know. If you got any tips, then please let me know. This is the field with soybean in here. I got the fence down here with the roller so we can roll the field while we are seeding grass. And we're gonna do that on this field right here. And that will be in a little cinematic where we're gonna put on some music between the seeding and the rolling, not between, but that will be a cinematic. I will see you when I am done. Okay, so the grass is seeded and the soybean is rolled, and we are rolling the grass field right now. And right here at the last field, we are seeding barley so we can prepare for chickens at some point, and then we can also get some straw out of this. That is really, really amazing. I have also taken a contract. That is not that one. This is the one. It is, I think, the biggest field on the map. Field number 4, I can show you here on the map. As smack down in the middle. It is a big field, but it will also give 52,000 for this seeding here. So that is awesome. Right here you can see we are rolling the grass field. The soybean field over here is rolled. So that is amazing. You may now ask, what will you then do, Mike? Because all your tractors are occupied. And yes, they are. We're gonna make ourselves greenhouse madness, greenhouse galore, if you want that. So yeah, the most easy thing is just to show you that, I think. We're gonna go over here to this right here, this big area here. We got the farm up here, okay? Then we got this beautiful area here with some water, and I really like it. I'm gonna sell, 140,000. We're gonna sell that because all of this we're gonna make into greenhouse madness. And there we go. We got barley in the ground. That is amazing. As you can see, my money has going drastically down. But I have also collected the money from the contract, so that was 51,000. And we are done with the seeding. The roller should be on the way. Yeah, down there. Okay, so we are rolling as well. Now I'm gonna show you my greenhouse area. You have probably seen it on the thumbnail, I think, but you have to see it here as well. Look at this. Look at this greenhouse madness. I have painted some grass. I've painted, not painted some trees, but I have put down some trees as well. And we should be able to drive this way around if we feel the need to do that. There we go. What we're gonna make here in our greenhouses, I don't know yet. I just feel like to have this, you know. Oh, I forgot to smoothen that out at the greenhouse over there. I can see that. Okay. Yeah. But the reason why my money has going down a lot is because I have bought myself a Volvo with a Volvo trailer. I have never used those trailers before. Now I think it was about time. So we can, if we want to do that, we can actually put an extra trailer behind. That is pretty darn amazing. This is the short version of the trailer. And we got a lot of lights. Look at this. Oh, I love lights. Right here I got a load with fertilizer. I can't put it on the hot. It was just because I want to show you the truck and the trailer itself. And this is the short trailer, as I told you. There is also a longer trailer. Maybe we're gonna use that at a later point. But for now, I don't feel the need to have more than this. Oh, look at this. This is very, very neat. Nice, and it got a decent top speed for sure. It feels really, really fast in here. I can tell you that. So we got soybean in the ground, we got barley in the ground, and we also got some more grass in the ground because we do also have grass up at the sheep farm. And the fertilizer here, we gonna unload up. We're gonna unload at the greenhouse, the distribution center thing. I cannot remember what it calls. And the only thing we need to do here is to fertilize those fields. We're gonna do that a little bit later. Because now I need to save up for a combine. And I know what combine I want. I'm gonna looking forward to show you that. Yep, this is why I didn't took the 60,000 liters trailer, because this is heavy. It is a heavy boy up at the hills. Now look at that. Look at that. We can unload just like this. That is amazing. I'm gonna drive down to my little wood area, because there I have Gaming Joy's silo, and I'm gonna grab a load of seed so we can start the distribution of this greenhouse galore here. Just need to get the lid down there. Amazing. We do have a cover, right? Yeah, we do. Look at that. Amazing. There we go. We got solid fertilizer and we got seeds in the greenhouses, and the water pump down at the sheep farm. Yeah, it works just like a charm. So we also do got water. Amazing stuff. I think we're gonna put the truck right in here. It suits very good in here, that's for sure. And yes, we will buy the bigger trailer eventually. But for now, this is really good. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. Amazing. We got the first vehicle in the shed. Now, I've totally forgot that I also got Gaming Joy's output point right here. So I drove all the way down to the old BGA ground. Yeah, okay. That's the way it is, right? So we got all the fields seeded. And I think also we are close to all the fields are rolled as well. We got greenhouses galore, greenhouse madness, crazy greenhouse by Farmer Mike. I don't know what you can call it. We got a Farmer Mike yellow cedar. Everything is good and nice. Look at this. That is amazing. And as far as I know, we can drive up on the side of the greenhouses, and then we can load it directly up in the trailer. That is at least what I hope, because I have not any plans to deal with all the pallets. That's for sure. We got 235,000 in the bank. The combine I want will cost me 311,000, so we are close to that. When we got the combine, yeah, and then the header, of course. But when we got the combine and the header, then we're gonna start to save up for farm number 3. That will cost me 930,000. And the barley, yeah, maybe we can earn the money for the farm and then sell. I know there are 2 animal pens on the farm. We can sell those, and then we can, yeah, we're gonna mix and match that so good as we can. That's for sure. There we go. And I think when we are done with the rolling here, then it is time to fertilize the fields, because then we are done with the fields and we can move on to maybe next year, I think. Oh, I forgot the front loader and pallets right there. We need to take care of that and get them back at the farm again. Are we close? Are we close? Are we close? We are close. There we go. And then I just need to see when we are in here, because then we can use the tension belts. That is pretty darn nice. I have decided not to go too unrealistic, and I'm also gonna buy my seed and fertilizer for the fields, but we're gonna use gaming joys for filling up in our production. And yes, the harvester I want, it is an unrealistic harvester as such, but I'm gonna make it realistic just because I do like it a lot. In that configuration I'm gonna make it in. Nice. So now we got this seed back at the farm. I think we're gonna use the fed for getting the fertilizer spreader, and I'm gonna show you a shortcut I have made down to my sheep farm, so I don't need to use the main road. That is pretty darn nice. There we go. Unstrap, reverse a little bit, and then we gonna take the front loader and unhook that if we can. There we go. Nice. And then I will see you back at the sheep farm, or on our way down to the sheep farm at least. Driving from the cow farm and down to the sheep farm. I've just extended the shortcut here a little bit, so we don't need to have to drive out on the main road. I do like that a lot, because even though the farms are far away from each other, then it feels like they belong to each other, you know? I do like this map here a whole lot, and I do love this challenge. I think it is very nice, and I'm looking forward to record this challenge every time. And I have always 2 or 3 episodes recorded all the time, but there is also this bug here with the AI traffic, and it is a bug. Oops. Because if you not have how to drive installed, you're on a PC so you can delete them, then there is the AI traffic. When you send your own tractor to drive from one place to the other, then it don't act always like it's supposed to. But yeah, that is just a detail, you know. So right here the dirt road stops. I have made a dirt road extended. Gonna show you up here, up to the farm. So I'm considered to have a bridge over the road here. But I need to figure that out, how I'm gonna do that. There we go. And now this is the new piece of road I have painted right here. And then we are on the sheep farm again. It is also very soon time to mow some grass up here, so we're gonna do that probably next episode, I think. Yeah, I think. Oh, we also got some wood right there. Oh man, then we should have checked the Maizy, because we got forks on that. Ah! So we could put that up in Granny's. But I'm gonna start up in November next time, so we can just We remove it with the Maizy right there, no problem at all. We got wood beams again. And I think we're gonna explore something together, because I think actually I own more property than I know of. Maybe, I don't know. We're gonna look into that right now. I'm just gonna fill up this fertilizer, but I think we have some fertilizer down here, guys. Yeah. Can I do it from here? Yeah. There we go. We're just gonna fill it up. No, we're not gonna fill it up, but almost. I think we own some grass and maybe some trees over here. We're just gonna look into that. We are right there. And if we're gonna go up here, we got some water up here. Okay, we got the buying point. It is right here. Would you look at that? We do own all this up here. Not the fields, but everything else. What about the water? If we're gonna zoom in. No. But everything else we own. Also all this. Okay. That is a little bit exciting, actually. I've never been up here before. We also got some kind of a mountain there. There is probably a field up there. Let's bring up this map here. Yeah, we're driving here. All this is ours, so we do own the trees here as well. Okay. So we could take some trees and drag them down to the sawmill. Where are we here? Okay, so we own also up there. This is pretty interesting, actually. Okay. That can make us a good amount of money for sure. We also have a little bit of grass to cut here if we want that. But then we got some kind of a forest up here and also grass down. Okay, we do actually have a lot of things here, guys. This is into a field, okay. But all this should be ours. All the trees here should be ours. I'm glad I didn't bought a forest right now, because we do actually have a forest right here. That is pretty nice, and the grass here is also mine. Yeah. That is very exciting, actually. Okay. So we can just cheat the way through here, all the grass fields. And I can see a dirt road down here. Nice. And very soon we are back on the farm. The fields are now fertilized. As you saw, I had to buy some more fertilizer, unfortunately, but that's the way it is. I choose to drive up here and move all this wool anyway, so we can skip into, I don't know, maybe next year. Let's see if we can do this for min cap. Yeah, it seems like that. I'm just gonna take 2 pallets because there is 2 pallets to 1 pallet of clothes, so tomorrow we should have 1 pallet of nice premium clothes to sell. That is really, really amazing. We have done a lot of stuff today, guys. That is pretty insane. Our greenhouse madness up there. I do like that a whole lot. So we got some sunflowers, some parsnips, and I cannot remember the last thing, but the sunflowers, I think we're gonna make some sunflower oil, and I'm gonna use Omatana's greenhouse for that. Now we are producing premium clothes to you and me, so I'm gonna drive this over here because next time we're gonna sell some more wood beams, and we got the trailer there, and we got this nice Maizy with a nice front loader on, and we also have some grass to cut. We have a lot of things to do. Nice, look at the beacons. That looks pretty darn nice. I like it so much. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Take care of yourself and be safe out there until I see you again. Bye bye.